everyone, it's Lisa from Epic Yarn Gems. Today I'm going to be showing you some more of my finished beanies that I have completed. Like I said in some previous videos, these are some hats and beanies that I have finished probably a year ago, but I just have never shared them. I do love to find crochet patterns that are new and challenge me a little bit. These were done when I first started crocheting again, so they are probably beginner to maybe some beginner intermediate level hats. And if you're looking for a fun hat to make, check out some of these patterns. I will put in the description links to the actual websites, or if I did have them from a YouTube video, I will include that. But if I do not have the direct link to the pattern, I will put the Pinterest link. I do have probably 90% of these hats on my Pinterest site, so if you're interested, you can always go there. The first beanie I have is the Beginner Bottom Up Beanie by Hooked on Homemade Happiness. This has a really cool texture to it, and it is super simple to do. I don't typically do bottom up beanies, but I really enjoyed this one, and the yarn selection that I used made it pretty fun and fun looking, I guess. Maybe funny looking. No, I'm kidding. It just made it with some really fun colors. In future videos, when I do some of my FOs, I will include the yarn I use. Like I said, some of these are older, so I don't really remember the yarn I used, but in the future ones, I will try to include the yarns that I used. This next one is the Crochet Spiral Beanie by Loganberry Handmade. The top of this beanie is so cool looking. You can see it here in one of the pictures. The yarn I used, you cannot really see the pattern as well as if maybe I used a just a regular, or not regular, but just a color that didn't have any highlights or any additional colors woven in with it. But this hat turned out so cute. It is actually one of my favorite beanies that I made, and once you got the hang of it, it really was not that difficult to do. So check this one out if you are interested in making this beanie. The next one that I have uses, I believe, the bead stitch. Actually, yes, it is the bead stitch crochet hat by Five Little Monsters. This hat, I did add a palm to it. I think I modified this a little bit at the bottom for the brim, where I did just a different pattern rather than just a straight front post, back post, double crochet. But again, this was a fun hat to make. The color was like a coral color. Really enjoyed it, so you may want to check it out. Has a really cool texture with that bead stitch in the middle of the hat. This is one of the first beanies that I did to give myself a little bit of a challenge after getting back into crochet. It is the Katniss beanie by Diane Borgstrom, and there is a video by I think it's called C Creations. She's one of my favorite YouTubers that I used when I first started again with crochet. She explained things so easily and really kind of got me interested in doing my own YouTube channel. So I will put a link to that video for this hat down there. Again, this has a palm on it that I had bought at or off of Amazon. Added a little whimsy to the top of the hat. So you might want to check this one out. It looks really cool, but it's not as difficult to make as it actually looks. This next pattern is the Hugs and Kisses headband by the Crochet Crowd. This is one of the first headbands that I made. I added this little flower to it. Not really sure where I learned to make that flower, but maybe I'll do a video on it because it really added a really cool look to this hat. I'm a MSU, Michigan State University fan, and these are MSU colors. I still wear this headband to this day, but on a cold football game where you didn't want a full hat, this was perfect. Like I said, one of the first things I made, and I also did some modifications to make maybe one for a smaller child, so it wasn't quite as thick, so I might have taken out a row or two. This was a very versatile headband, and I really love making it. It's one of the first patterns that I used that was a written pattern, and it was very easy to follow, and like I said, I still wear it to this day. I hope you've enjoyed this video and have found some inspirations for some of the things that you may want to make in the future. I do appreciate you stopping by Epic Yarn Gems. As always, peace, love, and happiness to you all. Stay safe and watch for our next videos. There should be more coming out in the very near future. So take care of yourself. Bye.